Hey, how's it going? I just like holding it. Hey, so my name is A.D. Atoli. That's just the two letters A and D. Running for U.S. Congress, Texas District 1. From a town called Center, roughly an hour south of here. Graduated out of Center High School as a valedictorian there. Ended up going to Rice University. I was on the president's honor roll there. Out of Rice, I decided I wanted to be a Marine Corps officer. Application took a long time. So my first job out of college actually ended up being working for Congressman Louis Gohmert in his DC office. Left after 5 months, absolutely hated it. The swamp is exactly what you think it is. I love the congressman, love the staffers. A lot of them are actually helping me with my campaign now, but I couldn't stand the culture there. So I moved back, waited on the Marine Corps, and by accident, I ended up roughnecking in the oil fields. So here I am, a guy that scored 99th percentile nationally on my SATs, 99th percentile nationally on the ASVAB, the military entrance exam. And I'm out here, I'm pulling slips, slinging sledgehammers, and throwing tongs at the boys, and I absolutely loved it. So I stayed for years, right till the next oil bust. Worked my way up to being a motor hand, which is the guy that fixes the machinery on the rig. Then I was a derrick hand, that's the person that fixes all this stuff in the heights. And then I ended up being a driller, which is the person that manages the operation. So I have no idea why. I was a 25-year-old kid, did not think I was ready, but they put me managing this operation. I was the youngest driller on my rig and one of the youngest drillers in our entire West Texas division. For those of you who have never been on a rig, it's roughly 15 stories high, about an acre big, roughly $25 million. So me and my boys, we drilled multiple oil and multi-million oil and natural gas wells all around East Texas, North Texas, West Texas, and New Mexico. Amazing job. Luckily, I didn't get anyone hurt, on my crew at least, and that's by God's grace only. We got close a couple times. But then the bust came, layoffs, and my Marine application finally went through, and I ended up becoming a Marine Corps artillery officer stationed in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, with 1st Battalion, 10th Marines. And there, I was the officer in charge of various units ranging from 4 to a little over 100. And then I just got out last year, moved back home. And the reason I'm running for office now is I'm just absolutely disgusted with what I see coming out of DC. You know, the path that these career politicians and the swamp monsters have taken our society is unacceptable. Right? The root cause of every issue that we argue about now, pick it, CRT, open borders, inflation, mandates, a healthcare system that does not work for the middle class, the national debt, the root cause of every issue is the size of the federal government and federal government overreach. And I think we are all now waking up to that fact. I think we're all realizing we cannot let career, self-interested politicians take our country down this road. And we have to do something about it. Okay? It needs to be done at all levels. I want to go fight for us at the federal level. And that's the reason I'm running. I think there's a specific and practical way to decrease the size of the federal government and return to local self-government, like we had in this country for hundreds of years. Now, let me just say one thing to that, though. No politician we elect, including me, because I'm a politician now, is going to fix the swamp. Okay? Does not matter what your individual characteristics are. I have friends that are, and staffers in both houses of Congress, Pentagon, White House picket. The swamp is the way it is, and no matter who walks in, you're gonna get dirty. Okay? So that's why I'm term limiting myself. Because I'd like to think I'm a good person, but I know what the swamp is, right? So, but what is possible is we can return to a country of local self-government, right? We did it for hundreds of years. If for hundreds of years, our country was founded on a foundation of God, with family and communities as essential institutions, why can we not go back to that again? Of course we can. If we climbed that hill before once, why can it not be climbed again? Of course it can. Our problems were man-made so they can be solved by man. And I didn't say that, John F. Kennedy said that. And that's how everyone used to think back then. And there's still people now in our society that think like that. They're just not in DC. Right? So I'm gonna wrap it up. If you want to know what the plan is, roughneckforcongress.com or search it on YouTube. It's been approved by multiple county judges, multiple GOP chairs, US congressmen, you name it. Not a single person can tell us why it won't work, okay? I'll stop right there. Thank you for your time. My name is A.D. Atoli, running for US Congress, Texas District 1 out of the 4 candidates. I'm the only oil and gas, only military, and only America First PAC endorsed candidate. Thank you. Sorry.